broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I like my seafood like I like my meat.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV's Dishin' Days. That's right. This is the one place each and every Sunday where we give you a full recap of your favorite NBC soap opera, Days of Our Lives. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by two gentlemen who combined know more about Days of Our Lives than Days of Our Lives does. We have to my far left,
Mark J Freeman
and Peter Ramos.
So thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys so much for all your likes and all your shares. Special shout out to all of the Days of Our Lives groups that have allowed us to post in your groups and thankfully have not kicked us out. So please continue to share, like, subscribe our lovely little chat here. We also are trying to reach 1,000 Facebook friends on our Facebook page, Dishin' Days. So make sure if you haven't friended us, make sure you do, because we have a whole slew of prizes that we want to give away, and we have a quick photo of all of those prizes. We have signed autograph stuff from Jen Lilly, including a script, calendar, the 3D cards, a signed photo from Hira, who plays Paul's mom, whole lot of stuff. So once we get to 1,000 friends on Facebook, Dishin' Days, we will begin to give that stuff away. So make sure you do that. Speaking of giveaways, last week we had a ton of stuff to give away. And I want to go ahead and announce those winners. We have 3 winners for our signed calendars. That was Aaron Foskey, Kathy Musquiz, sorry if I'm mispronouncing and butchering people's names, and Kavina Mohenlo. All 3 of you have won.
We didn't pick John Smith.
Right.
Amy Green.
You guys picked the hardest names ever. So those 3 won signed calendars, and then the winner of our Days of Our Lives signed water bottle is Amber Sumter. So if you have not contacted us already, make sure you go to Facebook, to our Dishin' Days page, contact us so that way we can send you your prize. So congratulations to those winners. And again, we will be giving away stuff when our videos hit 2,000 views. So if this video today hits 2,000 views, we're going to come on next week and give away some more stuff, because that's what we like to do.
How many friends do we have on the Dishin' Days?
A little over 600 or 700.
Yes, I think
like
we
7 something.
I see that we just became friends with over 400 people. So congratulations on that.
A little bit behind. Aren't you
right
today?
Oh, we have 776 friends.
There you go. Almost
yeah.
hit the 800.
So we're about to hit our
cool.
1,000 mark. So let's get on it, Days fans.
Yeah.
All right. So before we start dishing on Days, we have some business to attend to. Brought to you by the fine folks of AFTERBUZZ TV.
Yeah, you guys, we do love the tweets and the comments that you write every week, but we also are wanting to do a new listener survey through podcast1.com. Basically, it's your chance to let us know what you really think about the shows, give us your feedback, tell them how much you love my hair.
And how high it is.
And that's all the singing I will do. Anyway, so if you guys want to go to podcast1.com, that's podcast1.com. It'll only take you about 3 minutes to do the survey, and we'll continue reading your tweets and your comments, but please take a little time to enjoy podcast.com. I was going to say enjoy the view.
Enjoy the view.
Enjoy the view.
I was channeling Barbara Walters there for a moment.
Well, now that we have gotten that business taken care of, it's time that we start Dishin' Days.
Yay!
I feel like
we should have.
Note to self, there should be like a sound effect for that.
I said that last week.
Well, listen.
I wasn't here last week.
Did you see me turn it?
Yes,
I was like, I hope I make Peter proud.
You did.
We had an interesting week last week.
So topic number.
Well, first of all, it was a short week this week on days.
Yeah.
Yes. I have to say, I text you guys. I'm like, am I seeing this right? Are there only 3 episodes?
Yep.
I was kind of thrilled.
Only 3.
Yeah.
That was it.
Got it done. Lickety split.
And it was, I feel like it was one of those weeks that was just kind of like a throwaway week. It was like, we're not going to give you too much, but we're just going to try to move these stories along.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And they moved one along and ended it.
Yeah. Pretty much. In suspense, as always. So, which should we talk about first?
Which one is first?
That was your cue, Peter.
Oh, it's my. So we're gonna talk about my topic first.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna talk about the Xander, Serena, and Eric storyline
Yes.
that's coming up. So that kind of got moved along, and with,
Did it?
Well, basically, what's happening is they're starting to find out everything that we know.
Right.
Yeah. So she's leaving. Eric was gonna follow her, and then all of a sudden,
There's still a chance he might.
Xander sends something via postman or delivery boy.
Where was Derek?
Derek, I don't know.
He got fired a
Weren't we told that
long time ago.
there's a possibility he could be coming back?
Yeah, somebody.
Yes.
One of our guests told us that he might be coming, or he will be coming back.
He
actually.
will be. Okay.
Yes.
But so Xander sends a little envelope to her room, and Eric is standing there to sign for it, and clumsy little Eric spills his coffee right on the envelope.
Is it clumsy Eric, or is it just, there's something that I need to read, and how am I going to read it without seeming like I'm nosy? Let me just, I'm so sorry. These contents cannot get wet.
Exactly.
And what were the contents? They're a picture of
Xander and Serena laying
not
in
just
bed.
Xander and Serena. This is
And the elephant. First of all,
very important.
it's kind of like that. It was almost kind of like a celebratory photo. Like, let's take a selfie of us post lovemaking and got the elephant.
Hashtag got the elephant.
And I love that he never even, he's talking about the picture, talking about them. I'm like, how about the elephant in the picture that they're like,
Yeah.
what we got?
Well, I love that he's demanding that she tells him, what's this between you and Xander? And the only thing that she can come up with was, I was embarrassed by that whole time, and I'm just trying to forget about it. I mean, granted, we all have people that we try to forget about, but not when they're still a part of your life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I was caught in bed with Xander, I wouldn't be embarrassed.
Right. Amen, Peter.
Well, I mean, but if you're dating a new boo, you have to kind of be like, that was just in the past, and I love you so much. Let's recreate that minus the elephant.
Is this going to turn into a musical episode?
I think so. This is our musical episode.
Maybe. Oh, why, did it sound like I was singing?
A little bit.
Let's change the channel.
This episode brought to you by Tostino's Pizza. When you were in the other, we found Tostina's on Twitter. His name is Pete
Sarols.
Zarols.
Shut up.
So my name is Pete, and then the last name is Zarols.
Okay, so while we're on the pizza
I tweeted
rolls.
them before we started.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, you fans, you guys know how much we mention Tostino's to the point where someone tagged Mark in a Tostino's commercial. So, I think you guys should tweet Tostino's and have them sponsor Dishin' Days. We'll
Get us
wear
some
shirts.
t-shirts.
We'll have pizza rolls.
Do it all.
It'll be great.
I wonder if they have a pizza roll. I love that pizza roll mascot. We could have him
come in and dish days with us and serve us pizza rolls. It would kind of be like what Andy Cohen does on Watch What Happens Live. They have a bartender. We have a server of pizza rolls. I love it.
I love it.
So
sorry, I digress, guys. Sorry.
Back to the deliciousness of this
and the elephant. His nose got broken.
It did, and that's when Daniel tried to put it back together, and then, what's this? It slides open, and there's nothing in there. I love that they zoomed in to
empty compartment.
And it's an empty compartment. I'm like, okay, so it's got it slides and it's got a little hole in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the diamonds fell out.
Yeah, it's like, and one of the fans actually messaged me and was like, "Whatever happened to the diamonds?" And I'm like,
"That's what I said too."
But it was explained this week that like all the diamonds have been accounted for, and I'm just like, okay, problem solved. Like, why do you guys still have like issues with each other?
I don't know.
I think it was a storyline that they tried to like make happen, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen from the beginning.
No.
I mean, it was just dragging out, and even the fans were like, "Okay, move on with this elephant thing," and I think that just lost all steam in that storyline.
I think because there were many fails. It was a fail with the whole elephant thing and having to switch those. It was a fail with the diamonds. It was it was a moment of, this is one episode. If the diamonds don't mean anything or have any other meaning except like they're diamonds and they're valuable, like then this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But to have it drag on for so long to where you're like, okay, what does this mean? What does the elephant mean? What's it like? There should have been a bigger secret than like diamonds.
Alice Horton's diamonds that she had, or something.
Exactly.
Like that would have been good.
Like if they were a part of her will, and suddenly the Hortons were like, whatever happened to these diamonds? And then, you know what I mean? Like it would have been a little more dramatic. But for them to be like, oh, that's where we last hit them when we did this heist together, and now I just want them back, is really like, here, next.
Exactly.
You know. So, but anyway, so that was pretty much.
Yeah, for Xander, Serena, and Eric.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. So now that he found out he doesn't want to go with her, so now.
Well, he was gonna take a week to come there anyway because he hasn't told his family, and with everything that happened to Marlena.
So distraught from going to Italy.
Marlena was not distraught.
Yeah.
Marlena got dropped off in the park and went about her day as if like she just took a day trip to Italy.
I thought that was so funny how he used that as an excuse, that she's so distraught. And I'm like, she's not distraught.
She's not distraught at all. She was just fine.
As soon as she went into Horton Square, she was fine. Just fixed her hair, brushed it up, put a little lip liner, good to go.
And done. I think we were more distraught for her. Like we were just like, oh my God, you're bad. Like, are you going to tell? And she was like, I'm fine. So what's wrong with you? And it's like, you almost got pushed out of a window.
It's Marlene. She's been possessed by the devil. That's nothing.
Right.
That's nothing.
I wish that would be one of their jokes, kind of like, oh, how was your day today? Oh, just got kidnapped by Stefano, went back to Italy, almost died, falling out the same window that Kristen died in, and now I'm back. How's your day?
No big whoop.
No big whoop. I'm good. So, anything else we should mention about this storyline?
About the Xander, Serena, Eric? No,
not really.
That's pretty much.
Well, let's do what we all love to do and take it to the chat room.
Well, but
is it?
It's kind of working. I don't know.
Your chat room's not working.
Derek Hazelton would like to be the waiter serving the pizza rolls to the guests.
Oh, fantastic.
Eric
he's on my side, so he can come.
Who's this? Lily says Eric should be with his grandma Brady because she has Alzheimer's, I guess.
Oh.
Cheryl asks, why is there no laptop in front of Mark and Peter? That's because Mark forgot his laptop today, which could be a blessing in disguise.
What was the question?
Why don't you have your laptop?
Oh, yeah.
But he does have an iPad, so he's still like...
iPad. It's are we allowed to say Samsung Galaxy S? Whatever.
I mean, was that a plug?
Galaxy Tab. There's a plug. We have a new sponsor, Samsung.
Samsung.
We'll all have Galaxy Tabs and pizza rolls by the end.
Let's see. Derek says, I thought Xander had to sell diamonds to someone and Serena got her cut of the money. Yeah, I believe that did happen.
And somebody also said that Eric didn't see the elephant in the picture. How could you miss the elephant in the picture?
I missed the elephant in the picture too, to be honest.
It was right there on the corner.
I missed it.
It was more prominent than Serena.
Well, I think
Xander.
Well, I think what it was.
That's it.
Well, what I noticed was Xander's hand like this, and so I was just like, talk about a selfie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's move things right along to our favorite couple, most distraught couple, most get it together couple, Sonny, Will, and Paul.
When I say that could be almost everybody.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Paul, we get it. You're in love with Sonny. But please stop calling Marlena and John hypocrites for I mean, you don't know the full story. I feel like their situation is a little different. They had circumstances that kept them apart.
Right.
John being brainwashed, Marlena being possessed by the devil. I mean, these are some... And so I was just like, these are... I thought the devil was coming through Marlena. Is she here? But those are like circumstances that like kept them apart.
Yeah.
The only thing that's keeping you guys apart is the fact that Sonny will not admit that he loves you.
Oh, loves you. Yeah, he won't. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know that small detail that he's married to Will, the person that you slept with.
But you don't think that he could still love Paul, but he's committed to his relationship. So
Well, he said that he's like, I can love
Yeah.
more than one person.
You can't.
According to Will, no, you cannot love two people. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. I unfriend you. But I will admit that I had a moment of I feel bad for Will. Because during honesty hour,
Which should have been a half hour, like Sonny said.
right, during honesty hour,
I renamed that episode, by the way.
to what?
I'll tell you. It'll come up later.
Okay. I felt like Sonny should admit his feelings about Paul because I think that is another hump that they need to get over. So when he was kind of hesitant about it, I'm just like, he's getting it. Like, you are in love with Paul. And then when he finally admitted it, but he said, but it's not that kind of love. And I was just like, I'm sorry, Will. I just feel bad for you.
I don't
either.
I don't. Not one stinking bit.
Not
I
one
said
ounce.
stinking.
You did say stinking. Not one stinking bit.
I can use that on my reel.
Yeah, you can. But also, you know, the whole him missing. This is what's really aggravating about this storyline is that, like, as a couple, they need to get it together.
Yeah.
So do what you need to do in order to get back to how you were. Lying, Will, is not great. Missing the therapy session, Will, is not great. Like,
He did it
that's
on
not
purpose, actually.
Yeah.
He admitted that.
Yeah, it's not bettering your relationship. So now this storyline is dragging on, and now it's like I think they're trying to create a triangle, but like the triangle isn't working because it's Will going, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, and then Sonny going, but you did this and you did that, and then Paul running around Salem going, but I love Sonny. Like it's just.
Yeah, I think it's more of a triangle would be more defined if like Will was pawning over Sonny and Paul was pawning over Sonny, and Sonny was like, I can't decide who I want to be with.
Yeah,
you know,
because at this point, I think everybody wants Sonny to be with Paul.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
You guys let me know what you think. Should Sonny be with Paul or Will?
What was I gonna say?
Oh, your age.
I know it happens all the time. What was I was gonna say? What were we talking about before that? We were talking about Sonny and Will
And
Paul.
and Paul.
and the triangle and how it should be pawning after.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, what are your thoughts, Peter? since Mark seems to have forgotten his.
Well, like I said, you know, it would be more believable in the story if, you know, Sonny was torn between both of them.
Right.
But it seems to me that he's kind of like, I know part of us, and Mark has mentioned this before, that he might be setting up Will by keeping this merry-go-round, I guess you want to call it. Just keeps on going around and around and around.
Yeah.
You know, and just like setting up Will. You know, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. He was about to write it down.
Before you forget, go.
Right. No, I was going to say, I wonder, this is why I want the writers in here. Because how much, like, is this dragging out because they were like, well, let's just drag it out and let the next people take over? Mm-hmm. So is that, if that's the case, okay, I'm going to let it go. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Obviously, other people don't think the way that I think, but that's just a thought, is that maybe it's being dragged out because the last writers just don't want to have to deal with making a decision that is clearly gonna go on later.
Right.
I'm curious to know though, like how do they?
Which writers do you want in here? The new ones or the old ones?
I'll take either at this point. I mean, I'll take a writer for Young and the Restless at this point.
You just need someone to explain the genre of soap.
Well, just to explain that process of that switchover. Mm-hmm. Do they have? Is it in their contract when they take it on that your last? You know, you have to start. Do they merge? Overlap a little bit and say, okay, we want to. This is where I think we want to take these people. So, you know, will you lead the characters in this direction? Mm-hmm. Is that part of the contract, or is it just like we're going to write up to this day and then you take over? and whatever
Like
we
that
leave you with
storyline
is
has
what
to
we leave.
end so another one can begin.
Yeah.
Right. Or maybe that's what it is too. Like you have to have your storyline wrapped up by this day, so that we can pick it up and take it off. Like I'm just curious to know how that works.
Well, I feel like those writers had to be a part of that already,
See, that's
and then
what
they
I'm
just
thinking,
became
too.
like head writers.
I mean, obviously the writers that are coming in know what's going on, so they can kind of pick it up and they can change direction and stuff. Which we see that weird stuff happen like that all the time, where it's like, why did that just happen? You know, but. Just curious. I'm curious.
Well, I mean, this week was really just about them once again just trying to get it together. And then also Will writing the article about Clyde. And Clyde realizing that the only person that didn't have nice things to say about him was Jeremiah. Go figure.
But didn't he tell him?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, he told him that. Yeah. And then, I'm sorry, Will, but... Well, I guess it's Clyde, but like, how do you just all of a sudden go, oh, here's what he said about you, even though he didn't want to go on record?
Yeah.
Isn't that against your job and your protocol as a media person?
It'd be nice to have somebody in here from that department.
Wow.
The same person to explain to us how you can determine if someone's pregnant or not through plasma?
Yes.
Those people. Where are those
we need
people?
to have a fact check person over there.
Right. Well, so it continues. We will find out if Will and Sonny can get it together, because this week they clearly did not. It's still a miss with them. But let's see what you guys think. Let's take it to the chat.
Mine just went, so I think it just updated. So
I think a lot of people are all for Will and Sonny.
Will and Sonny staying together.
I meant Will. I'm sorry, Will, Sonny and Paul. Yes.
Sonny and Paul.
Carolyn Topol, I agree with Peter. This story is setting up Will.
Yeah.
Amber's baby says Sonny is concerned about Ari. That's the biggest thing for him. Old Sport says I'm personally over Will.
Me too.
People are.
Old Sport.
Chris Miller says I hope the day's writers come to your show. We hope they come too.
I hope so too. If you know them, give them my number.
Hey, listen, if
Have them
you
tweet me.
fans, you guys have just as big of a voice as we do. So if there's anyone that you want to see on our show, on our recap, that you want us to do a spotlight on interview with, tweet them, include us in it. Make sure they know that we would love to have them. Carolyn also says many of the stories are getting a feeling of lame duck right about now. I'm kind of feeling you.
What is this? Oh, someone just said I think they're going to kill off Caroline.
What? No, they cannot.
They can't do that.
No,
Why can't they?
because she's one of the veterans of the show.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
like
they
killing
could.
off. That's
They
like
killed-
killing off Victor.
Well, they killed Alice and Maggie.
Well, okay.
Wow.
First
and then
off,
sent them to a mysterious island.
well, that was the other one, but I was gonna say Alice actually passed away in real life. So
No, I know. I was talking about the other one. I was talking about the fake murder.
the New Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the biggest storyline of the past few days, and
That I have titled, or you actually know, you wrote it.
I did. Oh,
This is the part of the show we like to say, bye Felicia,
AKA by Melanie.
bye Melanie, Daquan. I hope is Daquan in here?
I don't know. I haven't
didn't
seen
see
him
his
yet.
name, but it's probably better that you're not here, Daquan, because this is where I grit the champagne. I'm kidding. I didn't bring champagne.
No worries, ladies and gentlemen. I told Mark that he cannot wear a hat or bring streamers
hat or
or
streamers.
pizza rolls.
That's okay.
So let's quickly go through this
Because that would only be
storyline.
a party of one.
Yes, it would
Well,
be.
I did say though, and I said this last week. I actually really liked her dress. I thought she was dressed.
You did.
Cute.
You did say that. You said
She
that.
was dressed cute.
Yes.
They did. She literally. I think I wrote a list of everybody she said goodbye to: Serena, Tate, Nicole, Maxine, Daniel, Maggie, and Parker. She literally just went around Salem saying goodbye to people.
Yeah. Here's the issue that I have with the storyline is that like I said last week, I feel like they shouldn't have brought Melanie back and paired her with Brady
As a love interest.
Yes. Because seeing her goodbye so quickly, it doesn't make sense. If you are in love with someone and they wanted to marry you, there is no way in the world you'll just be like, peace out, I'm gonna let you deal with this and whatever. I wouldn't do that. So I feel
Yeah,
like
but you're a little cray-cray.
I'm not cray cray. I'm like, well, after last week. But I feel like it's more logical. Like I feel like
it actually would have made a lot more sense if they were just friends.
If they were just friends, and he was in a bind, in a pickle, like everything could have happened as long as you remove that element. She didn't even
have to be coming back to see him. She came back with the money she stole or whatever the hell. I don't even remember what that storyline was about.
From the
but then just picked up where they left off as friends, and then she's like, "Oh, you were with Teresa. Oh, she's not good for you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it even would have made more sense that she would. I don't know. It just seemed weird that she, as his love interest, was trying to help find all this out. It made more sense for her to be a friend.
And it was so quick that he wanted to marry her too.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a tweet to Eric Martzoff saying like, "Do your knees get sore from proposing so much on the show?"
Right.
And then he answered, he's like, "Oh, I switch off."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I thought it was really quick that he would propose to Melanie like that.
Yeah.
And I just with that whole blackmailing, or not blackmailing, what would you call it? Blackmailing? What Teresa did to Melanie? Just an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Ultimatum. And I just thought that was very, very
well. And Melanie said what I said last week. If this is a quote from what Melanie was saying to Teresa. If you would have left it alone, you could have had what you wanted.
True.
Yeah. And if she did, if she didn't open her mouth and blackmail her or whatever, and it just would have made. So
let me get to so the ultimatum was, if you stay, I'm moving to California.
Yes.
But if you leave, then I'll stay with Eric.
Yeah.
So, and it's all because of Tate.
Yes.
And so Melanie felt compelled to do this because she herself didn't grow up with her parents.
Right. Yeah.
So she didn't want Tate to go through the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. And it like as a viewer, you're like, okay, fine, you wrote it, I buy it. But at the same time, I was sitting there like, really? Like that's all you guys could come up with?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden she's just like, I'm leaving in a couple of hours.
I could see that happening if she's like, okay, I will step away from the relationship. Mm-hmm. But the fact move to a whole completely across to the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of this would have been really cool is I don't remember the reason that money was stolen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's from the
casino.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it have been cool if it came full circle and she gets a tweet or an email or a private message saying that whatever she told them that they thought was true isn't true, and they were blackmailing her you need to come do this or come back.
Yeah.
Boom.
Done.
Taken care of. And you've just made that go full circle.
Full circle.
That would have been more believable.
Yeah. That's why I should be writing for the show.
Thank you.
I would still be here at AfterBuzz. Don't worry. I know that's what you're thinking.
No. I'm more thinking of hashtag Maxine's son.
So you got to get him to be a writer.
Get me a writer.
Yeah.
I got you a job.
Got it.
And you could be sitting in the cafe all the time.
I'll be sitting in the cafe
drinking your fake
coffee.
Something
from the menu.
Right. And ordering something that never gets there.
Or browsing the flower cart in the middle of
the flower cart.
Hey, that flower cart, that's my favorite spot to hang out besides the Mighty Pen.
Right.
So basically that's what this week was. Melanie's tearful goodbye, Brady not wanting, Melanie to go and not really understanding, Teresa feeling like, oh my God, she actually put her selfishness aside for the baby, and my plan worked. But I feel like at some point in time it's going to backfire.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely is going to backfire. He's already upset at her, and even Melanie brought that point up. She's like, you got him. He's mad at you.
Yeah.
How do you think this is going to play out?
Yeah.
He's just going to forgive you all of a sudden because you just prevented him.
I still think there's going to be a custody issue. I feel like Victor's going to be like, this cray-cray lady did this, and this. We can get this baby from her. Yeah. And it's just to raise him as in the Kyriakis house.
Who knows what plans Victor has?
I know, you never know.
Yeah, just like the whole plan of putting Kate and Justin together. And Clyde made the remark of he would have fired Kate, but now you have to wonder what he's really thinking.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what's going on in that Kyriakis mind of his. So let's take it to the chat and find out what you guys are thinking about this storyline. So let's see.
They're talking about Belle coming back, possibly. Tony, will you be a guest at Ari's birthday party?
No, I will not be at Ari's birthday party.
Invited.
Let's see.
Tony
Leah
needs a contract.
Right. Leah says Teresa going to move into the mansion too. Probably not.
Probably
Victor will not have
at
that
least
at
not
all.
right away.
Not right away. She'll probably move herself in there like Nicole did.
Right. If Brady thinks he's going to get custody for real, Teresa is a bad person, but he's a known drug addict. I know. They both have things against them.
That's why I'm saying I think it would be at least an interesting storyline.
Yeah. So, taking a small break from our Dishin Days moment, we have another special message brought to you by the fine folks of AfterBuzz TV
and ABC. So just want to tell you guys about something that really cool and exciting. So you can now apply to Dance Battle America, ABC's newest competition special. And from our very own AfterBuzz founder and E-host, Maria Menounos, and Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars, comes ABC's special Dance Battle America. During the holiday season... right? During the holiday seasons over the last 2 years, Julianne and Maria have engaged in a fearsome dance battle via social media.
Yes, they have.
I don't know if you've noticed
that. Yes. I used to watch those clips.
Right? So that was pretty cool. So once the challenge took off, celebrities like Kate Hudson and Amber Riley joined in, and dance battle craze began.
Yes.
So it was just like wildfire. So now the ladies are challenging everyone in America to battle out for the chance to fly to Los Angeles and compete on the... See, you could even compete. Look at you. Right?
See how many dance styles I just went into?
Yeah.
Boom.
Just went from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s.
Right.
So you can battle it out for a chance to fly to Los Angeles and compete on the dance show scheduled this fall. So here's the opportunity of a lifetime, you guys. So if you want a chance to dance on the network television, go to www.dancebattleamericacasting.com. That's www.dancebattleamericacasting.com for more information and how to submit your video. And don't forget to also put it on social media, because that's a big thing now, with the social media, using hashtag DanceBattleABC. Right? There you
I
go.
have a feeling Tony will submit about 3 or 4 this evening.
Right?
You know what? I'll submit my single ladies video.
There you go.
The one.
Oh wait, it's this one. All right.
So that's
That'll be fun.
To do.
That's gonna be fun.
I think we should all submit a video see what
we should.
We can get.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna cast me.
Just do the little robot.
All right. So
and Marissa has. She's been featured in a couple of those videos.
Oh yeah, Marissa has. I
have been in it since the very beginning.
She has whipped her hair back and forth. Keeping our Dishin Days train moving right along, we have some quick tidbits, only 2 this week. JJ, Eve, Paige, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. Let's stop playing the blame game. You guys are to blame. Paige is still upset. She's not going to talk to you till she's ready. And I feel like that's it.
And they turned physical.
Huh?
They fought it out.
Oh, Jen and Eve.
Yeah.
Was that this week?
Yeah.
Okay,
Monday, Eve lunged and she's like, "What are you doing?"
So we know Jen can't fight now.
Right.
But I have to give a quick shout out, because I almost used this as quote of the week, was Paige, when she said, it's not every girl who gets to ask her boyfriend who was better in bed, me or my mom.
I knew you were going to mention that. But then
it wasn't my quote of the week, because there was one a little bit better. But
she went through a whole series of thoughts, I don't know. Should I be talking to you? Am I going to talk to you? I've just decided I'm not talking to you.
I know.
And it's like,
face
it was like,
huh?
I thought the exact same thing.
I was like,
totally
what is going on?
Being the puppet master for JJ. Pulling his strings just...
I mean, for basically this week, it was them just going back and forth and just playing the blame game and the I'm sorry's and all that. So
Carolyn said too that the cat fight was disappointing.
It was disappointing.
It wasn't as fun as Kate's and Adrian's.
Oh, the slapping and the punch. It's like, what?
I missed it because I was probably getting my pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Hashtag pizza rolls. Pete Rozol.
No, Pete
Rolls.
Sorry.
They're going to be a sponsor. You got to get it right, Mark.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry. I know. I'll work on it.
And then our last little tidbit was Abby and Chad. Okay, listen.
It's getting there. To the moment I've been waiting for.
Okay. First of all, this isn't the first time they kissed each other. If you didn't know, they kissed again. Yeah. But Chad is kind of called her out and was basically like, you want it, I want it, we want it even more. Like, what's the problem? And then he pointed out, like, oh, did you really have to personally deliver that to me? Yeah. So, whatever.
Was Ben even in this week?
Ben wasn't there.
No.
You know why?
He hasn't been. He hasn't been in for a while.
Well, Ben is skipping through Horton Town Square going, I am a Weston, I am a Weston, I am a Weston, I am a Weston, I am a Weston.
Dance Battle USA.
Yeah. Hashtag that, Dance Battle USA. That dance is called I Am a Weston. And so, yeah, that's it for tidbits.
A fight going on here.
Oh.
I'm guessing somebody said that Abby was a whore or hoe.
No, she was the new hooker in Salem.
Bet. Someone said.
But then they said Melanie's been with Nathan, Nick, Brady, Chad, and Philip. Did I forget anyone? The race car driver, Frankie's brother. Oh, Max.
Oh, Max.
Yeah,
Max.
Melanie's a hoe, not Abby.
Oh boy.
That is.
Well,
Lisa,
I mean, listen, they're both kind of, except I would peg Abigail is more of like the classy one.
I was gonna say she's
very
more
classy.
Upscale.
Yeah.
She slept with two brothers.
The rich folk.
All right, so let's go into our favorite part of the show, and that is our individual segments.
And we using gossip. I'm like, that's not my favorite part.
No, that's not it. But we are going to go into our 3 Snaps Award, brought to you by me, Tony. So in this short week, I really pondered, who should I give the 3 Snaps Award to? And even up until this very second, I wasn't sure. And then it dawned on me. I'm going to give the 3 Snaps Awards to 2 people who you only saw for a second, but they delivered. No. But they delivered some very important news or information, or picked up some very important news or information that needed to be carried out. And those are the 2 delivery men who, one, delivered the Serena photo with Xander, and the other who had to pick up all of those letters except the one that Abby didn't want. So my 3 Snaps Award goes to the 2 delivery guys. There you go.
They were 2 different guys, though, right?
They were 2 different ones. Okay. Yeah. And now moving on to our WTF of the moment.
Oh, yes. So my WTF moment is going to go to, let's see if there's a picture coming up.
Yep.
Miss Ann Milbauer.
That bizarre
Miss Ann Milbauer is like, creeper.
I wish I could have taken that back. Like, I was like, put that back. I didn't want to see that.
I don't know if anybody noticed this, but when Paul comes to the hospital and is just talking and wants to find his nephew, you know, Ann Milbar is just talking to him about it, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, there's my nephew over there. And as soon as he walks away to go look for it, Ann Milbar just like reaches out creepy, like she wants to like grab him and pull him in. I'm like, girl, you know he's gay.
Creepy.
Why
it was creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, when you're with friends and like you see someone that's cute and like they're not looking and you're just kind of like.
Yeah, me and my friends used to play a game where like if we saw someone cute, we used to go up to him and like bump into him. We're like, okay, I touched him, he's mine.
My friends play a sniffing game where like you have to go behind the person and like sniff them. And he's like,
oh no.
And it's like, I won. Yeah.
Who am I hosting with?
2 lovely people.
Never done either of those things.
Speaking of hosting,
honestly say that.
Mark.
I'm sure he's
you know why? Because probably yes. Everything Mark does is probably a step further. Before you were married. Now you just have to play the games a little more secretly.
Philip, that is not true. I didn't know
Philip, that is so true. Speaking of Mark and his secrets, why don't you release that quote of the week?
I'm going to release quote of the week, and I'm a little bummed that Daquan is not in our chat room, or is he? I haven't seen him. Because my quote of the week this week is going to Melanie.
Oh my God! Clutch my pearls.
Miss Molly Burnett is going to get in honor of her departure. But it was my favorite.
In honor of the departure?
Wait, Melanie and honor in the same sentence?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Honor of her leaving. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's not her doing, but whoever arranged that, thanks. So my quote of the week is: Well, I called the hospital. I think they said you were released today, but I couldn't really hear through all the cheering and the brass band playing in the background.
Somehow when that played, I knew you were going to go through that. And it's funny because the other nurse set that up too.
Yeah.
Because she was like, oh, I'll alert the media.
Yeah. That was great. So, Molly Burnett, you get my quote of the week. I'll tweet you later. I'll attach our hate photo to that. So,
Great photo, by the way. I love that one. That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. And so, as you guys know, we here at Dishin Days like to celebrate 50 years of Days of Our Lives. And we want to take you back to favorite characters and also storylines from yesterday's with the hashtag Those Were the Days. Today's hashtag Those Were the Days will be presented by our very own Cuddle Bear, Peter.
Cuddle Bear. I was looking at Brandon Beamer when you said that. I was like, he is a Cuddle Bear.
So I'm going to take it back to 2007, early 2007, with Sean Bell and the original Gabby. Gabby.
Oh,
So it's not.
I was talking to Peter about this earlier. I was like, "Who's that chick?" I was like, "Who's her?"
Yeah.
Now I have to admit, there was like a little time of days where like I kind of wasn't watching.
Yeah.
2007.
Well,
I think that was it.
So, as I didn't recognize her either, and then when I read your messages back and forth, I was like, oh, yeah. I totally remember her now.
Yeah.
So remind us of this storyline.
Yeah, so this storyline started out with Sean and Belle kidnapping Claire because Philip got custody over her because he was on the birth certificate. So they kidnapped Claire and ran off to Canada and somehow ended up on a boat and on a deserted island where they met Gabby and her father, Duck.
Duck, that's right. It was before Duck
Slowly
Dynasty.
coming
Where
back.
he ran the bar.
Yeah.
So, so there, Duck and Gabby were taking care of him and hiding him out and agreed to, if anybody comes to the island, that they'll just keep him hiding. But then, slowly Gabby started developing a crush on Sean. On Sean.
Yeah.
And I remember this one scene when Sean was working at the bar. And, of course, he's completely shirtless.
Right.
And then...
Thank you, Days of Our Lives.
And he needed to move, like, 2 kegs. And he picked them up both, and he had them, like, just over his shoulder like this. And so he's, like, totally flexing.
Yeah.
But
He's
so,
picked me up like that before, too.
Oh, has he? Has he? He was able to pick you up?
Oh, I was asleep. That was all. Sorry.
So this was a fun storyline with the whole island, and it was funny because Philip and Kate were trying to search for Claire because obviously they're kidnapped.
Yeah.
And when they all arrived on the island, this typhoon happened. So they all were in this typhoon, and then Claire was missing.
Yes.
They couldn't find Claire whatsoever, so she was presumed dead.
Yeah.
And then so all of a sudden, this is the part that I thought was really funny. She all of a sudden pops up in Chicago. I don't know if anybody remembers that. She pops up in Chicago at the USA Adorable contest.
Yeah.
And she was entered in that contest as a boy. So I thought that was hilarious.
That is funny.
Claire does drag.
Right, Claire does drag. So this is the storyline that I chose for Those Were the Days.
And that has been your hashtag Those Were the Days.
Although there is no hashtag Cuddle Bear.
I love the hashtag.
Thank you, Tony.
Well, let's go into some news and gossip.
AFTERBUZZ TV News.
Okay, so in preparation of Day's 50th anniversary, the rumor mill has been swirling. As you guys know, they're going to soar as Claire, so we're going to get an older Claire later on. And then it was just announced that Jason Cook is coming back, which has led to people wondering, will Martha Madison come back and reprise her role as Belle? Now, there has not been any confirmation as to whether or not she is coming back. The rumors are she isn't. No one's heard nothing.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you there has not been any report that she is officially coming back as of yet. But if you want her to come back, let's start the hashtag Bring Belle back.
Yeah.
Because it would only make sense if you're bringing back Claire and you're bringing back Sean. Where's Belle?
Yeah.
Right?
Just
Well,
saying.
that was the same thing. I think I tweeted it out.
Yes.
That had that, and also that Jack
might be coming back.
Coming back too.
Which when
And somebody messaged saying that website in particular is known for putting out misinformation.
Yes.
So
Or hashtag
Well-
Bring Back Black.
Bring back Black?
For Belle?
Belle.
Oh. They couldn't do Belle? Why black? Why I gotta be black? But it's funny when I saw that website, I was like, "Ooh, Mark is gonna be so happy that they're bringing Jack back."
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Hope so.
And I also heard that the person who plays Theo may be leaving as well. So like, I don't know. It's all rumors. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's allegedly.
Allegedly.
So the rumor wheels are swirling. So make sure you
because
guys.
summer's coming along, so they want to start the high school
exactly.
storyline.
Yeah,
It's usually
yeah.
in the summer.
So there you are. So Days fans, make sure you mark your calendars. We, in continued celebration of Days' 50th year, we have some Spotlight On interviews set up. We will have Casey Diedrich coming in this Tuesday, June 9th at 6 p.m. So make sure you tune into that. And then, of course, you know Casey used to play ex-Chad DeMera. And then we have Bryn Foster. This is Chad for, Casey, for those of you who might have forgotten about Casey. So we're going to catch up with him. And then we're also going to catch up with Bryn Foster, who used to play Quinn Hudson. He was the PIMP of Salem. And that's going to be on June 16th at 4 p.m. So make sure you friend us, Edition Days, and get those live links because we want to hear what questions you have for them. Now, speaking of our Spotlight Ons, in case you missed our recent Spotlight On with Rachel Melvin, who used to play Chelsea Brady, she came in to chit chat with us, and she was asked the question, what did she enjoy most about playing Chelsea? And here's a little clip from that.
This is going to sound so silly. I liked her clothes. I liked her clothes the most. My favorite part of the day was going in for my fitting in the morning.
Did you get to that's like a little clip from that.
No.
If you would like to see more of our Spotlight On interview with Rachel Melvin, ex-Chelsea Brady, make sure you...
Okay, let me rephrase this.
You look...
Rephrase it.
Rephrase it. That was really weird. It was almost like Marlena. Marlena has come back possessed as the devil as me. So make sure you check out that Spotlight On interview. Also, last week I didn't get to let you guys know that we had a winner from our Stars Canada event, and his name was Ali Kaba, and he went to the event and had a wonderful time. He received 2 tickets for the Q&A, and we have some photos that he sent in from his time at the Q&A. And Marissa, if you can kind of go through those. He said he had a blast. Yes. He had so much fun that he won tickets for the Q&A, but he ended up purchasing a ticket for the cocktail party as well. But this is him with Billy Flynn. He also got to meet Brian Datillo and also Eric Martzoff and also James Scott.
And having a drink.
Right. That's Galen Gehring that he saw. So yeah,
even a group shot.
Right. So
the brothers DeMera.
He definitely had a fantastic time. So congratulations.
And he also did video too.
He did do a video.
We posted on our Facebook of Eric
of Eric and Jen doing a nice rendition of
It's Cold Outside.
It's Cold Outside. Yeah. So make sure you guys friend us, so that way you can get those details. Now we have a special guest that is going to join us. He is the founder and organizer of Starstruck Fan Events, and I believe we have Paul. Paul, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Hey, Paul.
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you for joining us here on AfterBuzz TV's Dishin Days.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. So, for you guys who aren't aware yet, Paul and his partner Keith have a wonderful event coming up in Tampa, Florida, called Let's Hear It for the Boys. And Paul, tell us a little bit about this fan event that's coming up at the end of June.
At the end of June, we are bringing 3 of the favorite Days of Our Lives characters. 1 veteran, Brian Datillo, who plays Lucas Wharton, and we're bringing 2 newcomers to the fold: Christopher Sean, who plays Paul Narita, and Casey Moss, who plays J.J. Devereaux. We're having a full weekend of fun and games with the boys. We're having a Hawaiian luau, which will be a meet and greet, Q&A, full buffet, autographs, pictures, You also will be able to be treated to an acoustic performance featuring Casey, because he's bringing his guitar with him from California. Yeah.
Nice. And we've seen Casey JJ perform a little bit on the show, so that's a nice bonus in addition for anyone who gets a chance to go to this event.
Yeah. Yes, that's Saturday's event, and then Sunday's event, we are going to do fun and games, or as I call it, games people play with the boys. Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of limited spots still left. VIP tickets, you can actually bowl with one of your actors, or we will actually be having a full room, private room, bartender, full buffet again, and we will be doing playing pool, shuffleboard, just a fun kind of laid back, kind of hang out with the stars kind of thing, mix and mingle. As with all of our events, we will feed you well. We will give you one drink to get you some nerves, to get up your nerves, to talk to those actors. And,
liquid courage.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Nice. And with your event, Paul, like, it's going to be very interactive. I think a lot of fans always wonder, like, oh, will I have a chance to, like, really hang out with them and talk to them? It sounds like a very interactive event that you have going on.
It is. We prefer to keep them small because we as fans ourselves know how important it is for people to get that one-on-one attention with them. Yes. And we like to keep the event small and get them, so people will get to know them and get to actually spend time with them more than just a hello, how are you, get your picture and you move on. We want them to get to spend time with them and get to let them know about their lives and what they're all about. So.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Now, for our fans that are watching, if they want to know or find out more information about this event, where can they go and how can they get tickets?
Well, we have a Facebook page, which is Starstruck Fan Events. Mm-hmm. We also have our website, which is starstruckfanevents.com. That has all the information. And just to let you know, I have decided, actually, I was talking to Keith earlier, and we have decided that we want to give you 2 tickets to give away to our luau.
Oh, yay! Thank you for that. And the luau is going to be on the 27th, right?
The luau will be on Saturday. It'll be from noon till 4. And the 3 actors will be there, and we're just planning on having a really nice time and having some luau food, and it's being all catered. And as I said, we have some some friends and guests coming, and so it should be a good time. It should be fun.
Wow! Well, awesome. One of you lucky viewers will be able to win a chance to win 2 tickets to this event. So make sure you visit our Edition Days page to find out all the details. Yeah. And we'll give the tickets away here live on our broadcast on June 21st.
That sounds good. Perfect.
Yeah. How about we do that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Paul, for calling in, and thank you so much for giving us tickets to the event so that we can give them away to one of our lucky viewers.
Well, you are very welcome. I hope they enjoy them, because we'll enjoy having them at the event, and hopefully they'll come to more.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. And once again, if you guys want to find out more information about this event happening in Tampa, make sure you visit starstruckfanevents.com and also visit their Facebook page, Starstruck Fan Events, and like them, follow them. They have a lot of other events coming up as well.
So my question is, how are these fans going to win these tickets?
Should
we just think about it? Kind of simmer on it?
Well, I think that because it's like a Hawaiian luau.
I was going to say the same thing.
He has a pineapple right here.
Right. I think they should do
insert Carmen Miranda hat.
Right. I think they should do some sort of Hawaiian themed entry, whether it's a photo of them in Hawaiian luau attire, or a poem, or a video of the hula.
Collage. That sounds good. Yeah.
We should do that.
Something creative. Something very creative.
Something fun and something creative. Yeah. And we'll post all of these details on our Facebook page, Edition Days. So make sure you friend us, because we're giving some stuff away. All right, really quick, let's go into predictions.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
Really quick, what do you guys predict is going to happen? Exactly.
I was trying to remember, because I said something earlier, and I was like, I should have saved it for this. What did I say? I don't even remember which storyline we were talking about. I said about the custody battle. I still think there's going to be a custody over.
So that's cool. We get to have a big old court scene drama again.
Yeah. And I'm going to also predict that Allison Sweeney is going to come back for an appearance.
Because we haven't announced that on the show already.
And so what do you think she's going to do when she comes back? Do you think she's going to lay the smackdown to Will, or do you think she's going to back him up?
I don't know.
I mean, he is the son of Sammy, so he's acting like her.
I feel like something. I mean, isn't there a party coming up?
Ariana's birthday.
Oh, it's already passed. That was already ruined.
No, not
wait, no, the party.
No, because Chad was working very hard on
that poster.
Something's gonna happen at that birthday party.
Another.
Oh, you think there's someone else gonna show up?
Ariana's gonna get the
Joey
cake
will
and
show
throw
up.
it.
Is that where Joey's gonna show up?
I don't know, but he has to show up at some point in time. Where's Joey?
Do we know
Peter?
his arrival, like his air date, his first air date?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it'll probably be on a Friday, and it'll be like the last 2 seconds.
Right.
Maybe.
Which I love that they make that their.
No, actually,
you'll hear a harmonica playing in the background.
Actually, what it'll be is that POV shot where it's like someone's like kind of walking, and you're like, "Who's that?"
Yeah. And you just see a flash of a harmonica.
Right.
Does he play the harmonica?
Yeah. Patch.
Oh, Pat. No, I was talking about Joey.
Oh, Joey. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Patch.
That's okay.
I was like, how did you know he plays the harmonica?
Well, who knows? We haven't seen
hanging out with Joey behind our back.
We haven't seen Joey in a while, so maybe he has learned how to
pick up an instrument.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that has been your full recap of Days of Our Lives. We have been here dishing days with you. Before we head out, let's let the kind folks know where we can find you guys.
You can find me at Lorraine Love, LORAYNE on Instagram and Twitter. And then I have a page on Facebook too, facebook.com/the Mark J Freeman.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter also at The Real Dooligan. And then you can, like I said, you can follow all of us on Facebook at /Dish Days.
Yes. And of course, you can find me on all social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Lounging with Tony, or my website, loungingwithtony.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for another full recap of your favorite Days of Our Lives soap opera. We have been Dishin' Days.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.